Welcome back to SpiritFarir. I don't have Noodle with me this time. Schedule conflicts. He will show up in the future as much as he can. Francis says... Francis? Whoopsie, wrong button. Francis says... Treasure map, you say? Well, nothing I can get yet. Alright. Do. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, friend. Those aren't ready to go. These are. Oh, apparently Tool has a surprise for me. This does look like what he said. And I have corn. There's no exclamation points. Maybe I misread. Maybe you were just saying stuff. Wrong button. Boop. Coffee beans. So we just got to this island, right? That was the last thing we did was getting here. Lost land. What's the kitchen doing right now? That's what I thought. What do we make? Oh. Shellfish stew. Why is it so shellfish? I'm sorry. Ooh, mushroom and corn. Sure. What's wrong with little mush corn something? You be on your way, onion friend. Enjoy the open seas and your pile of junk. Ah. What the hell? I have God's yo-yo. Ooh, is this where... We have already been here, haven't we? Yeah, they talked about spitting. We were here. Give a little pork chops, go to the bottom line court, find rocks. Well, I haven't found any rocks yet. We did finish up here. Ooh. So let's go to the next one while we still can. So if I over here, it'll tell me, yeah, it's all gone. Let's hit that, and then that, and go. Oh. My eyeball is itchy. What? Oh, right, I watered the other ones. Fair enough. Is it about to start raining? Because that'd be hilarious. I think it's just nighttime. I wasn't anywhere near a storm. But I was near a crash. So let's just sit here, enjoy the open water, soothing tones. There it is. I was like, how fucking far is this box? Whoop. Alright. No rock. That's a shame. And... yeah, it's sore. That's not what I wanted. It's like, finally, a rock. I got a surprise. I was hungry as usual, so I did something about it. I went outside the boat and gathered some berries. I went a little overboard. I have too much. Here you go. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for the 4 strawberries, Uncle. I always use more strawberries. Huzzah! And the boat's about to stop for the night anyway, so not super concerned. I can't really see if there's any more shinies in the water from that angle. As we hit more and more crash, I guess. What happens to people on these boats that crash? Because, like, this is the afterlife. What happens if you fell in the water for people that aren't the SpiritFarir? In the original Charon lore, you lose all your memories and everything goes horribly, horribly wrong. And it only worsens from there. Oh, this place is fun. When we discover it. Mount Toroyama. Let's go. Let's go meet Mount Toriyama. What's the worst that we could find? My phone. Okay. I'm technically on call right now, so I have to keep an eye just in case I need to stop this and do work right now. Hello, sheep. Actually, I do want to go this way first. I think there's something here. Look at all that nothing. My favorite. Do. Hello there. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello there, young lady. How are you doing? Oh, yes, right. Perhaps you can help me. You must have stumbled upon a fluffy sheep on that loose down there. I tried getting it back to its enclosure, but some creature wouldn't listen to me. Chances on your side. Its weak spot is its gluttony. So definitely follow anyone who feeds it. Would you be a dear? Give it a try. Where'd the sheep go? Also, where's the sheep's pen? Hello, little sheepy. Feed. Have corn. Great. Follow me. Sheep climbs? Nope, she doesn't need to climb. We follow you. Is this his pen? I guess this is his pen. Great. Goodness. Oh, what a nice sheep. It followed you all the way to its home. Always following your stomach, aren't you, little guy? My sons were just like that. Oh, don't you think it looks lonely? Maybe that's why it left. I'm going to keep it company, don't worry. But maybe, well, if you found another stray sheep, you can bring it here. They can entertain each other. Well, if it's not even too inconvenient for you. Oh, I'm Alice, by the way. Very nice meeting you. So now I gotta find a sheep somewhere else and bring it here. And then I'll be able to recruit her. Hit. Yoink. Ooh, I got a rock. Thus. I needed rocks. 'Cause they rock. Yeah, I'm just as sad as you are, Don't bring your disappointment to me in the chat. Boop. Yeah, alright. This was really fun to do it when it was random. Because I press and then there's like, bleh. Oh. Boop. Boom, boom. Oh, come on, that was so close. Give me the copper. No! I tried to press up to jump. Oh, son of a... If I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's a secret up there. And there's the way to it. Well, there's my way to it. Not from here, though, because I don't have the ability yet. Shuzbut. What is this way? More rock! Damn it. At least it's just a second too late. So close every time. I'm really pushing it to try and get that perfect hit. I think I got it that time. Well, that was a good one. Huzzah! Now what's further up? Secrets, secrets. Tell no one. Chest. Filled with... Ooh, an opal. And an apple seed. I don't have a thing that can cook apple trees to cook. I don't have a thing that can grow apple trees yet. It'll come in handy. Follow the cords. Yoink! Ooh! Ooh! Antique bust. Sorry, I found another secret route. And again, yeah, see? Wires. Follow the wires. That's how you find the secrets. Well, except for here, apparently. Because they're going out the door. I don't know what these mean, but it has to mean something. Because they're all over the place. There we go. Ah. Alright. Whee! I just suddenly was on the ground floor. I didn't really get to see most of my fall. That was kind of terrifying. So I gotta find a sheep, bring it back to my boat, bring it here. And then from there, I need to do a bunch of other things. Still have to give me some pork so I can feed Altool pork chops. Well, it's gonna take time to eat it. Oh, my cooking's finished. Awesome. Drop. Gotta finish recon first. Alright. Whoop. Ooh. What are you? Quarry. There's anything we can do at the quarry yet. Can't go to the mines. Do you want me to go here right now? Looks like you do. Alright, and that's bottom line core? Yeah. No. Sure, let's go to the fast travel points. I don't really use them, but can't hurt to acknowledge they exist. Yoink. Yoink. Great. Ooh, lettuce. Better water my lettuce. And then for another pile of shite. Perfect. Oh, gotta water my things here as well. Yoink. Coffee. Once again, just so soothing. Altool says good morning from inside his home. Ooh, someone has a quest for me. Brain salad. Oh. Oh, they're my famous bus stops. I found them. They're mine. All mine. My name is Alex. It's a beautiful name. The best name. But don't call me Alexander. Ugh. It's a garbage name. A garbage name for garbage people. Where was I? Oh, yes. I'm Alex. I'll be your bus driver. I wasn't always a bus driver. Before I was an accountant. Numbers were on my shame. And taking you places is my game. Choo-choo. No, wait. That's a train. This is a bus stop. I'm a driver. Want to go somewhere? You don't like my music? Really? You really want me to stop my wonderful music? It got real dark. No. Does that mean... Ha! It was but a prank! Good one! See how it's brighter when he's playing his music? Alright. We're just gonna leave Alex to it. Alex is someone I don't really interact with because I don't do the fast travel thing. Oh. Hello. How about a meal, Stella? I am starving. Yes, I just made you a new grain salad. Oh, Stella. Is there anything better on this earth than a bowl of grain salad? It's by far my favorite. This will fill me up with unbridled joy. Thank you so much, my dear. And then... let's take the bus. Huh. Somewhere around here. There they are. Have an opal. Had the wrong button. Have an opal. Oh, an opal! A burning stone of passion and love. The stone of seduction, which resonates with burning desires and releases inhibition, but stabilizes emotions as well. In other contexts, opal also brings both loyalty and faithfulness. Yeah, okay. Hey man, whatever helps you guys sleep at night, I'm not going to judge any of this. Citron! Oh, is that a piece of citron? Did you know that citron promoted motivation and active creativity? Also that encourages self-expression and enhances concentration. You should myself. A true mind revitalizer and emotion balancing stone. Neat. I think O'Toole's trying to ask for something to eat, and I'll be right with you. An amethyst! What a treat! Amethysts are healing stones, you know. Ailments, emotional issues, nightmares, other afflictions can be cured with the power of amethyst. They're great to balance chakras as well, specifically the crown chakra. And with that last gem, my basic medicine cabinet is complete. I got the horny gem, the motivator gem, and the healing gem. That's all I needed. Since my meditation room is already furnished with a nice little altar, you can come by and admire it anytime. In any case, I'm truly grateful for all your help. You were always, after all, a radiating presence. A beacon of light. Still, I hadn't planned on it, but I think I have something more important to teach you. But our next class, well, we'll have to leave the boat for it. I've heard of a nice spot at Mount Toriyama on a cliff overlooking the horizon. Think it would make a nice classroom. I'm ready when you are. Just set sail. Alright, let's go back to Toriyama. It's right there. How could I not? Da, 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 da. Alright. Wants pork chops. Bring a second shape to mount. Okay. Well, my core one is in wholeness. It's great. I need iron and wool fabric. I think I can make the iron ingots. More iron ingots. Oak plank. Spirit flowers ways off. Actually, spirit flowers are not as ways off as I thought it was. We haven't gotten a spirit flower yet. It just occurred to me. You guys, I don't think you guys are ready for your first spirit flower, if I'm being completely honest. But we'll get there. Bleep. Oh. What's up, O'Toole? You need something to eat. How about squid skewers? I ain't hankered for that. Excellent. You want to talk? When the dragon found me back home, I knew I had to leave. I felt I wouldn't heal unless I left. I didn't know it then, but I needed love. And no love to me was found in this accursed place. But in my exile, I met your aunt. I had never seen anyone as joyful as Rose. Filled to the brim with uncontainable life. You remind me a lot of her, Stella. You nursed me back to health little by little. She nursed me back to health little by little. Without her, well, the dragon would have taken me. Right there, I'm sure of it. And I never would have met you. She taught me, not as one normally teaches, but by opening my eyes to what was already within. To the rich interior life unquashed by the dragon. Unquashed by my father. To the interconnectedness of all things. To the universal love. This immense debt I owe her. Well, maybe that's why I felt the need to teach you. Let's go to Mount Toriyama. We're getting a lot more of Summer's story, and I'm happy about it. We're about to have another really big conversation with Summer, too. We're here. What a nice, quaint place. And the view, well, it can't be beaten, can it? Yes, this will be perfect. I see a little promontory up that cliff there. Just go up ahead, I'll meet you there. How will I do it? Don't worry, I'm sure I'll manage to snake my way up. Alright, well, I don't have to worry about exploring along the way as much, because I don't have the abilities required to get any further, so I'm gonna just go. Hi, Alice. I think we're gonna lose one of our first people before we end up recruiting Alice. I also think I'm allowed in here until we recruit Alice. La da 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 da. Whoop. I do like the way the light system works, where it's dark until you've gone past a light, and then it's like, oh yes, you've lit it. So now everything is brighter. Do-do. Boom, 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 boom. Right up here. Ah, hello. Ah, I haven't lost my touch, have I? Oh, wrong button. I haven't lost my touch, have I? I might be old, but I still have a few tricks up my sleeve. And beating you younglings in a climbing race has always been a specialty of mine. But enough of this, let's focus on the matter at hand. This lesson, as you might have guessed, will be a little bit special. Up to now, we focused on the proper care of plants and crops. And I think it's time to concentrate on the proper care of one's mind. Sunlight and music were the tools of the former. For the latter, our tool will be the act of meditating. And that's specifically why I brought you here. See this boulder? It hasn't been consecrated for nothing. Powerful spirit energies flow through the area. I know, it might seem strange, occult even, but just humor me. Sorry, just the meditating snake pose is so funny to me. First things first, sit down next to me, just like this. Alright, your turn. There we go, I think I found my thumbnail. How much am I blocking? None? Awesome. Meditation, Stella, is an affair of wholeness and of oneness. A lot of novices believe wrongfully that meditating is the pursuit of an empty mind. It's impossible. I usually use meditation to help me try and understand the chaos in my mind. Not trying to empty it, not trying to get rid of everything that's already in there. I can't. It's impossible. But if I can just sort it, if I can just sort some of the nonsense that's going on inside here, it makes it easier to get through individual days. Just having a little bit more organization in your head, you know? But the mind is not empty, Stella. It is a beast, savage and untamed. Isn't that fucking right? Violent and caring. Loving and destructive. Hateful, curious, scared. Much like a raccoon. A ball of frayed nerves. Much like the dragon, it cannot be controlled. It must be allowed to roam free. I don't know about that. I would like to have better control over my mind. This is a big thing with coming to terms with abuse, is coming to terms with, as much as you're haunted by the trauma in your head and the memories and everything else by it, where do you place the blame for this? Like, well, obviously the abusive parents, but that's just a chain. Do you follow the chain? Do you blame your parents' parents? What about their parents? They're probably gone. Is it just easier to lay blame on generations that are long past? Or do you confront your parents for their inability to break a chain of generations? I'm not much better. I have all the anger and hate my father did and my stepfather did, but the only difference is I'm making the mental choice, the physical and mental choice, to not bring a child into it. That's the only difference. And that doesn't, I mean, it breaks the chain, but it doesn't do it the way it should be broken. Not that I'm saying I should be having a child. That's not something that'd be good for me. I don't know. It's just, this is a good game to really discuss the complications of, I don't know, peace? The complications of trying to come to terms with things. The complications of trauma in general, really. I don't know. My father also lived with this tormented creature. Of a different kind, perhaps. He chose to fight it. I also fight mine. Tried to muscle it down into submission. Yeah, that's a fight. I have a story that I have been writing and rewriting over and over again, because every time I go into my head and I just let my mind create a new, whenever I just daydream, I always end up in an arena that's always been going on inside my head. And that's basically what this is. Inside the arena is me fighting another me The other me is what my parents wanted me to be. What society wanted me to be. What everyone wanted from me, and I just couldn't seem to fulfill any of their wants. I was haunted for a decade, most of my childhood, by the things that I couldn't provide to people that didn't know what they were asking for. Because I didn't know. I didn't know what I could do or couldn't do. I just knew what they wanted me to be able to do, and it was always so out of reach. I couldn't focus on schoolwork, so I never gave them the grades they wanted. Sports weren't fun for me, so I couldn't become the sports aptitude. I couldn't focus on things for all that long because of ADD, and they couldn't get me prescribed anything because we were just so poor. The idea of going to a doctor and getting daily prescriptions to something just wasn't happening. I couldn't be what they wanted me to be, and that haunted me for years to come. It still haunts me to this day. I understand more about trying to be the person they wanted me to be, but I'm still haunted by the arena, by the version of me that so many wanted, just murdering me relentlessly. Because he's the perfect being, obviously. He's everything I'm not. How do you beat everything you're not? And the truth is, the only way to truly beat him is to stop caring. Stop believing he exists. And I know that. And I know that that's the way I would deal with this, but how do you let go of an entire world? So I could describe that arena to you in detail. I could describe so many of the patrons up in the audience, because they're all my friends and family growing up, in quadruplicate in several cases, because each time one of them would say something to me that just stuck. I didn't want to get into it, but I have several different instances of my mother in that arena screaming that she wished I'd been aborted. She wished I'd never been born. That I was a waste of time and such things. Just constantly ringing resoundingly loudly inside my head, and I know that those were just the screams of an 18-year-old girl who should not have had a kid. And it's real easy for me to look back and go, you know what, Mom, you're right. You should have. But here we are. I get to deal with the repercussions, and I don't know. But yeah, tried to muscle it down into submission. That's basically my arena. I've been fighting it for years. And every time my depression gets to its worst, I get to see it in great detail. I get to watch myself get just decimated. I actually had a fun short story idea that I could never really write properly, where we'd constantly switch back and forth between me in the arena getting absolutely just knocked the fuck out, and me outside in the real world to a real situation that occurred where I was losing, and I found myself in a bathroom with a bottle of pills. Because I'm throwing myself into a fight that I can't win because of a desperation inside of me to be wanted by people who can never want me. It's the whole point. They don't want me. They never did. Every reason they gave, that was an excuse. And that's something that I've had to come to terms with, and I think a lot of other people in the world also have to come to terms with the fact that every time someone tells you a reason they don't want you around, just believe them. Don't change that. Don't become what they want you to be. They're not worth it. Find someone who likes you who you are. Find friends. Fuck family. If your family loves and accepts you, goddamn, hold on to that. But if they don't, fuck them. They don't deserve you. To market under auspice of violence. And mostly to silence it. I can do that. I can silence my brain. As much as my fights in the arena have been fruitless, I now have what I believe to be nearly full control over my rage. After years of being angry and being angry about being angry, I am the one who decides when I'm angry now. I am in control of that. I don't let my anger control me anymore. I control it. And meditating was a big thing on that, because you have to analyze why you're mad and decide, is it worth it? And it's not always worth it. And I can silence rage. Under the right circumstances, I can silence my own depression. But I can't do it for me. If I am feeling at my absolute worst, like ready to just fall over and bawl my eyes out, and my wife gets home from work crying, all of my pain is gone. Because now my priority is not me. It's her. And that may not be the healthiest thing, but it's something I can do. And that helps me, knowing that there are things I can do still. Even if it means hurting myself a little bit to make other people not have to hurt anymore. He thought that nothingness was the solution. Oh fuck, I've been there. When I first started getting a wrangle on my anger, I thought that the best solution was to not feel anything. Nothingness is not the answer. Feeling nothing is way worse than feeling mad. It's so much worse. So the dragon is her mind, I see. But the dragon is indomitable. The fight left my father a broken man. Yep. Left me a little broken too. Let your mind wander, Stella. Gently, like you would a scared kitten. Let it smell the grass. Let it notice the wind flowing through your hair. So basically just hear the game. Delightful birds. The heart, heat radiating from the stone behind you. The rhythmic breaking of the waves below. Let your spirit penetrate all things. Not to make them yours, but to make yourself theirs. Become one with nature. Don't make nature yours. Become one with the sounds around you. Be one, be whole with nature. But keep being. It is important. As much as you want to be one with nature, each blade of grass is an individual. But it's still in a sea of grass. Be that blade of grass. You are you. But you're in a sea of others. And together, if you are one, you can take over these rocks. Well, that episode got a lot deeper than I was expecting. Summer did a very good job of pulling that out, and as I said, this game is a very good way to just analyze trauma, because that's what I feel like they're doing it in, like, the most inoffensive, non-triggering way they possibly can. Do you know how hard it is to talk about trauma and not trigger people? This is twice now they've talked about father issues with two different characters, and I haven't been triggered. Well, not really. I don't know. I'm gonna start the next episode back on the boat, so I'm gonna walk to the boat before I start the next filming session. But that is the end of today's episode. If this is the type of thing you want to hear more of, me talking about traumatic stuff in the past, I don't know if I have much more that I can share that's not going to be wildly inappropriate or just too much for this show, but we'll see what happens when we analyze more of our trauma later in Spiritfarir. You guys have yourselves a wonderful night.